Hello, Calvary kids. Drew here, ready for another Wednesday Nights with Nick and Drew.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, Drew, you didn't tell me it was my turn. Oh, man. Guys, I'm sorry. Calvary kids, what's going on? It's Nick here. Welcome to Wednesday Nights with Nick and Drew. We are back, and this month we are learning about humility, and that means putting one another first. And today we are in the book of Philippians, chapter 2, verses 3 through 8. In this chapter, Paul is writing to a group of people that go to church in a town called Philippi. And he's talking about the humility of Christ, and he's encouraging them to be humble. He says to put others' interests before your own. What? And to take on the attitude like Christ, who was God but made himself nothing, like a servant, when he was made in human likeness. So Drew and I are talking tonight a little bit about what it means to put others before yourselves and to be humble, just like Jesus was humble for us.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I got a good idea. One way you could put others first is by letting them go first in line. Or, let's see, while you're home, you can maybe help your family members or your brothers and sisters and stuff clean up their toys, even though you're not the one that made the mess. Hey, Nick, I have a question for you. When's the time you had to give up something for someone else? Kind of like how Jesus gave up, being in heaven with the Father in order to become a person. What do you think, Nick?
Oh, Drew, that's a great question. And I'm thinking of a time when I was in third grade and me and my friends were at recess playing basketball, and you know how recess basketball games go, right, Drew? So there was a guy in our class that wanted to play with us, but he really wasn't very good at basketball, and not very many people were nice to him, so they told him to go away. But because that I knew what Jesus had done for me, I said, whoa, wait up. You can come back and play with us. You can take my spot even if you want to. So I was able to include him in the game because I had been included by Jesus.
That was a great story, Nick.
Thanks, Drew. What about you?
Well, Nick, I don't know if you know this, but I'm a dog. Well, Calvary kids, looks like we've learned a lot today. The whole point of the passage is for us to be like Jesus. That means we gotta treat others the way Jesus would. Yeah.
We're so glad that you guys were able to join us tonight, Wednesday Nights with Nick and Drew. Hopefully you learned a little something about humility, about treating others the way that you want to be treated. And it would be so cool, Calvary kids, if this week you learned to do the bottom line for the week, which is put others first. So if you went around your house throughout the day, when you're doing school at home, or when it's time to go play outside, or when it's time to get ready for dinner or clean up from dinner, if you could just think for even 1 second, how can I put others first? It would show others so much what Jesus has done for you and that you are following Jesus, which is the coolest thing ever. So we love being able to hang out with you tonight. Stay tuned for Calvary Kids Online this weekend. But until then, thanks for clicking and have a great rest of your week.
Hey, it was a lot of fun talking about Philippians and stuff with you, Calvary kids. Have a good evening and see you later.